To paraphrase Dr.Suess, do you like the Cat in the Hat ride? I do not like this ride. I would not like this ride in a bide. I would not like it if you pried. I could not like it even if I lied. I do not like this ride. It's Tickets Please with all three of your hosts, Austin Gould, Carson Gray, and Braden Tanner. Welcome back. Welcome back to Tickets Please, everyone. I'm your host, Austin Gould, and along with me are my Thing 1 and Thing 2, being Carson Gray and Braden Tanner. Oh, Jesus. With the gorilla noises already. And for the first time, you can see both of their faces. It's not just my face. You'll see, when one of them talks, you'll see both of their faces, and when I talk, you'll see mine. But they're on camera now, so everyone can gaze upon their beauty as they make faces into the camera. And as I have teed off, this episode is about the ride, the Cat in the Hat in Islands of Adventure down in Orlando, and our third host, Braden Tanner, got to pick this ride. So, Braden, tell me about it. Why'd you pick this ride to start with?
All right, why'd I pick this ride?
That's a good question.
So I gotta let you know, when I was down there about a month ago now, about 2 months ago, I finally got the pleasure of embarking on this journey, as so many have and some haven't come back from. And I actually did it completely alone. So I had a very... sitting next to no one. So I got to experience hell firsthand. It's pretty interesting. I think it touched me in a way that I can't forget, which is why I wanted to talk about it today.
All right, that's fair. That seems to be a lot of people's experience with it. When I rode this back in the day when I first went to Universal with my evil grandma. This was like one of the few rides that she could get on.
Evil grandma, dude.
And
that
she had a good time.
Ride.
Evil grandma coming in 2026. But when I was watching the ride through just to refresh myself, the comments I thought were very funny because the top comment said, "This ride has gotten so much better over the last year." And then the next two comments were, "This ride gave me anxiety and this was nightmare fuel." Which I was like, yes, that feels very apt for the theme park, the crew, about how we are split on most things. But I will just do a quick overview of the ride, and then we'll talk about all our experiences. Because Carson has not been on this ride, but he has watched a ride-through video. And one day we will all do it together in hell. But this is the overview from the Universal website. Climb into your couch car and ride through the book. Who hasn't wished they could disappear into a Dr. Seuss story? Now you can. Grab a seat and swerve this way and through one of Dr. Seuss's most beloved classics. Each scene has been vividly recreated with colorful characters, crazy motion as you twist from room to room, trying to clean up after the Cat in the Hat TM, before Mother comes home. So that's a little bit of the overview for you from the Universal website. I will note, though, that this ride used to spin, but it does not spin anymore. That's one of the things that in 2014, they stopped doing the spin because people were getting sick. But I do remember it spinning a little bit when I was on it, which also led to why I didn't like this ride so much. But, so I'm going to start with you, Braden. Tell me about your solo experience on the Cat in the Hat ride.
Yeah, so I had a little bit of a spoiler because, I sent this TikTok to you, but it's that, we're at Halloween Horror Nights, and it's the dude screaming. So I knew about Thing 1 and Thing 2 running like this across the screen. So I was like,
it's so stiff.
It's like, ooh, can't wait for that. And I did not disappoint. That was top 5 moments in the entire ride. But yeah, there's something, because, I read the book, obviously, as a child. I've never seen the movie, the Mike Myers movie. But I have heard it's cursed and has kind of aged in a weird way. People kind of understand that it's not very good, but also like it for that.
Oh yeah, that movie is not good at all, but it is an absolute trip. It's hilarious.
Right, but I was kind of expecting that vibe for the ride. I did not get that vibe for the ride. For the ride, it was like horrifying. Because there is a moment where, I mean, I don't want to give too much away, I guess, but it does feel like you're going into the depths of hell and the Cat in the Hat is pulling you in. So, yeah, it goes south really quickly for me. And it really didn't get better until the very last stop.
Yeah. When I was rewatching the video today of the ride through, I was like, this ride is forever. And then I looked at how long I've been watching. I had been watching for a minute. And I was like, oh, fuck. This ride is, oh, God. And I remember being tortured about it. But Carson, you haven't been on this ride, but you watched the ride through. So tell me about what you think it's like based off of that.
I really want to do a one and done ride on this thing. It looks so crappy. I love it for that. Also, shout out our friend Braden, Morgan McCain. I remember at school she talked about it. It was one of her favorite movies, The Cat in the Hat.
Really?
Yeah.
That movie's a riot. That movie is so weird. There's a part where because it's Mike Myers. It's like I think it came out after The Grinch, and they're doing the Jim Carrey The Grinch, but with Cat in the Hat, and it's Mike Myers. And there's a part where he has his own cook show, and he has like two characters that he plays both of, like the cat does. Ends up cutting his own tail off, and he's like, "Son of a bitch!" And then it like cuts to like, "Hang in there, baby." He picks up a hoe. He's like, "Damn you, you damn dirty hoe!" Drops it, picks it back up, and he's like, "I'm just kidding, baby. I love you." I quote that all the time. That movie's a riot. It's not good. It doesn't have the heart that Grinch does, but I would throw that on. That's actually why I got on this stupid ride, because I was like, I like that movie. My grandma wants to get on a ride with me. She doesn't want to hit any of the coasters. Let's go do Cat in the Hat. I did Cat in the Hat, and I was just furious. Like, the ride started, and I just was mad. I just, like, got mad. Like, something about whatever wavelength this ride is on is the exact opposite wavelength to what my brain is on. And it just, like, hits my rage nerve, and I hate it. Like, even doing the research for this episode, I was getting annoyed because I just don't like this ride. And, like, even to, like, I just don't like it. We'll talk about it, but the thing that gets me the most is the damn audio. It has the worst audio in any theme park. It has the worst audio. It has the worst bleed through. I can never understand what any of the stupid ass characters are saying to me, especially that damn fish that keeps popping up. I can't hear what that guy's saying. There's so much noise happening in this ride at all times, and the route is just like this the whole time. You just do like a big serpentine around all the things that look the same. Nightmare. But I'll tell you a little bit about the history. So early in the park planning phase of Islands of Adventure, Universal was hoping to focus on a theme park entirely around cartoon characters, with characters of Dr.Suess headlining one of the areas. The idea eventually fell through when Universal was unable to acquire the rights to certain characters, primarily those of DC Comics, as Six Flags had already had those rights. The Dr. Seuss characters, on the other hand, were able to be licensed, and Seuss Landing eventually became one of the islands in the park, with the Cat in the Hat being the signature attraction. The Cat in the Hat opened in May 28th, 1999, and has been operating in the park for over 20 years. In 2014, after getting complaints about motion sickness from the spinning, Universal toned down the vehicle's spinning sequences so the couch did not spin quite as much. The attraction has been considered to be in a state of disrepair since then. What happened? Did I miss something?
No, you said this is signature attraction. That right?
Signature. In this land, it was a signature attraction. Because, like, what else they got? They got, like, one fish, one red fish.
Oh,
what is that?
yeah.
What is that? One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. Which is like a carousel. And then they have, like, the trolley that goes around. Like this was, like, the dark ride. But maybe for 1999, it wasn't that bad. But they also had Spider-Man, like the Spider-Man ride, which kicks ass.
Yeah.
Like right in that same park. And this ride is just atrocious. But yeah, that's a little bit of the history. And actually, I don't think this is my, like, inside baseball. I don't have any sources, but just a gut feeling. I don't think Seuss Landing is long for this world. Just, like, I know they're making a new Cat in the Hat movie, but, like, I think maybe Seuss's time has come to pass, and I think this whole park is going to get a big overhaul because they have Marvel. They used to have Marvel characters, like they have the Incredible Hulk coaster and the Spider-Man ride, but now Disney owns those rights. But for some reason, there's a east of the Mississippi law that they got passed where Marvel can't use uh, Avengers characters like Spider-Man and Captain America in their theme parks east of the Mississippi, which is why down in Orlando they have like it's Guardians of the Galaxy. But but I think that is changing. But it's a very strange rule from back in the day.
That's so. I didn't realize that was the rule. That makes sense.
Yeah, it's very strange.
That makes sense.
Very strange. But that's why this whole park, Islands of Adventure, needs a big update. Like Jurassic Park is there, which we love. That was our first episode we talked about. But like in a state of disrepair, they closed down like the Lost Continent area, which used to have like the Poseidon. That's gone. Yeah. I think they have like the Velocicoaster, which is great, and they have Harry Potter Land, which is great. But like the rest of Islands of Adventure is going to get, I think, worked up. But yeah, the signature attraction, Cat in the Hat. And boy, do you feel it that this opened in 1999 when you look at some of those animatronics. For some reason, the way that Thing, you already mentioned it, but the way Thing 1 and Thing 2 moves it's like affixed in my brain. It is like the stiffest movements an animatronic has ever had. Like they're on a stick and they're just like running past your car. Yeah, that's exactly it. It's crazy. There's a part later where like the cat's eyes look like they have like sunken.
It's multiple times. That's what caught my attention. That happens multiple times. I was like, this cat is tripping. This cat had too much catnip.
Yeah, he like his eye. I'm like, just fix his damn eyes. Also, this like they do Christmas big in Seuss Landing. I think they do it on all of Islands of Adventure Universal. But this ride doesn't have any of that. I checked to make sure because it's like around the holiday season. They have like lights around the ride, but they don't have anything in the ride, which is kind of a missed opportunity for me. We kind of talked about the ride experience, but I'll quickly go through it. The ride kind of goes through the events of the book with an unnamed boy narrating the ride. The Cat in the Hat, the fish also speak at various points, but you can't hear what the hell they say, so it doesn't matter. The ride starts with Sally's mother leaving before hearing a bump indicating the cat's presence as he enters the door. Chaos ensues, and a bunch of stuff happens, like the cat brings out Thing 1 and Thing 2. They cause a mess. Eventually, that cat helps the kids clean up the house, and the mom comes back. But this ride is like 4 minutes, and you just go from like scene to scene. This ride is so cheap. It feels so cheap. Like, there's like spinning lights that people put on the sides of their houses for like the holidays, for like Halloween or anything. Like Party City lights all throughout the ride. That's cheap. There's like one screen once where like the cat drops a bunch of shit. I don't know why that's there. Like, you have studio lights above your head the whole time. Some areas look like their lights got turned off and they just were like, fuck it. We're not going to pay for new light bulbs. It's really just, people like this ride because like it is such a mess, like a hot mess of a ride that it like worms its way into your heart.
Yeah, I feel like that's pretty valid, pretty accurate. And also like everything in the ride kind of looks a little moldy.
Yeah, I didn't notice that, but I was on this like 12
deciding to clean anything in there.
I was on this ride like 12 years ago, but it just doesn't. It looks cheap. That was just like nothing. Like nothing else in like these theme parks looks like cheap to me. But this is like cheap. It's like cheap.com. I don't know how else to describe it. It's so weird to me. But the good old Carson in Carson's Corner today has some trivia for you guys. So Carson, hit us with the trivia.
Ooh, ready? Welcome to my corner, everybody. Good to see ya. It's always nice to have you all back in my cozy little corner. Got some trivia apparently for you, according to Austin. So let's all figure out what that is together. It is. So we are starting with the major difference from the book is that the ride goes into more detail with Thing 1 and Thing 2's chaos around the house, showing them causing mass destruction, even dropping a piano on riders. Yeah, that I didn't like that part. That part was kind of goofy. That's the entrance into hell that you were talking about, Braden. That's right before the Cat in the Hat is like spinning around in this portal. Looks like he's desperately reaching out for your hand to try to help him, but anyway. Next one is, it's not known who provided the voice of the cat. I actually found out it's actually John Rust. For any of the voiceover fans out there are going to know a bit more about him, most likely. but the most I could find out about him is that he's done the voice for the cat for this ride. He also did stuff for specifically the Smurfs and the Magic Flute from 1976. He was Grouchy Smurf, Hefty Smurf, and the narrator in that film.
Come on, Rust.
I never heard of any of those Smurfs in my life.
John Rust. Yep.
Oh, come on.
But it has been discovered that Corey Burton, known for serving as a voice double for numerous classic Disney characters and the voice of Brainiac in the DCAU, provided the voice of the Fish. I also know that Corey Burton is the voice of Lex Luthor in the newest Suicide Squad film. Or not film, I'm sorry, video game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's him. Most of the dialogue is based directly on the book, as evidenced by the numerous rhymes between the characters. In keeping with the style of Dr. Seuss's books, the cat does not have any fur on his animatronics. He instead has scribbled lines where his black fur would normally be located. Yes, he does, and it looks so... I think that's where the cheap look comes from for me. I totally agree with you, Austin. It all looks so cheap and cheesy. I'm like, oh boy. Several scenes in the ride are based directly on the pictures that appeared in the book, the most notable being the boy and Sally's mother walking in the door at the end. Finally, last bit of trivia, Universal later adapted the book this ride was based on into a film with an advertisement for Islands of Adventure contained within a scene.
Yeah, I've seen that movie, but I don't remember that. I was like, I read that, and I was like, I need to watch that movie, that scene again, because I can't.
That's the Mike Myers.
That in my head.
You're talking about the Mike Myers one, right?
Yes. I also think that this is from like themeparkwiki.com, because there's no wiki for this damn ride. But I think it's funny that they were like, they based a movie off the ride that this book is based off of. I'm like, you could have just said they made a movie off the Cat in the Hat. They didn't make it off this ride. They just, you know what I mean? But
yes.
But yeah, thank you, Carson. That's your corner, your little trivia corner.
Oh, thanks for coming to my corner, everybody. I'll turn it back to the host, Austin Gould, and our special guest again, / co-host, Braden Tanner.
Yeah, there was something else I wanted to say about the movie. I just I'm curious to see where Universal is in that. I wonder if they did anything for the park when this movie came out. But I'll look into that later. But anyway, we'll move on now to the good, the bad, and the ugly, where we talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly of a ride. For this, I actually do have some goods. I think the outside facade is cool. It's just like, you can actually see it right there. I have it pulled up on the computer screen. It is just like a big cat, it's like the hat from Cat in the Hat, and like that cat's tipping his cap. I don't know. I just think that a nice little facade. Definitely the best looking part of the ride is the outside, which is a bummer. I like that the queue has the house inside the queue. I think that's kind of cool. Kind of like a novel idea that you walk into a building and then there's another building inside of a building. I don't know. It's funny. And I think the ride vehicles are cool, like the couch car. I don't think they're anything to write home about. I just think they look kind of good, though. I think they look very Seussian. What about you guys, Braden? What are some of your goods?
Yeah. So I'm gonna be real. I don't remember the outside, so I'm not gonna put that as a good. I think my favorite aspect of the ride is its memeability. It's like the full inside joke of this ride sucks, but it's I do have a certain soft spot for this ride, because I was going into it being oh, this is like a I don't know, I felt like a rite of passage with the people I was with. So it was really sweet to be oh, this ride was funny. So that's a good for me. Yeah,
you're definitely a part of you get to be a part of the joke.
Yeah. Yeah. You've experienced the bit.
Yes.
And in doing so, you can perpetuate it by riding it again with somebody who's never ridden it before. Or ridden it before, and you guys can discover more stuff. I just think it's fun. I also think the as freaky as it is, I think the story aspect of it, even though it's creepy unintentionally, I feel God, I hope it's intentional, because could you imagine if they did that and they're we didn't know kids would be crying on this ride. But no, I think following the story of Thing 1 and Thing 2 is pretty sweet. Also, I'm a little biased here, because in high school we did Seussical and I played the Cat in the Hat. So,
oh damn!
So I was baby, I'm home. You know what I'm saying?
Baby, I'm home.
those are my goods.
What? How big of a character is the Cat in the Hat? And I have never seen Seussical.
He's the
narrator.
What is the point of... so Seussical is a couple different Seuss stories combined. So Cat in the Hat is the narrator of the show. Like, he opens the show, he kind of he sculpts this show with JoJo, who is like the reader. It's
Gotcha.
like a kid. But it's like essentially like the main plot of the show is Horton Hears a Who. It's just like Horton has this flower and trying to keep it from getting boiled and stuff, and there's like a little extra. There's Whoville that has like motifs of the Grinch and like other Who-centric stories, and then on the overworld, if you want to call it that, there's like Gertrude McFuzz. There's like the zoo, the circus or whatever story. I can't remember.
Yeah, I remember that one.
And the cat. So yeah, just like a big Dr. Seuss homage, pretty much.
How was your costume compared to the Cat in the Hat in this? Do you have like a fur costume on?
No. God, I wish. No, I had like a tux with tails.
Oh, gotcha. That makes sense.
Yeah, but that's a good for me.
And I actually forgot to mention, you brought it back up when you were talking about other Seuss things. The best part of Seuss Landing is right now in present day. We're filming this in November for the holiday season. Is the Grinch. He's every person who plays the Grinch in Universal is a winner. They're killing it out there. It's so goddamn funny. I could watch those clips for hours. They're all so uniquely funny, and I think that's just great.
Shout out, Evan Rumler was one of the Who's who got to help Mr. Grinch in the day, like during his day.
One of his handlers. That's
yeah, but he's a Who, so like he was either a Who or an elf. I can't really remember now. He mentioned,
who's your elf like? But
really
some of my favorite bit is because it showed how well versed the cast is when dealing with situations they shouldn't be put in. Like somebody had a picture of the Grinch with his ass out. He was wearing like a thong and he showed it to him, which is inappropriate. You're at a theme park. These people are working. Don't do that. But the Grinch played it off so well. He like put the phone down and he was like, first off, that's for Martha's eyes only. It was very good at just playing right into it. They're just so great. Just go watch those. Those are definitely the best part. I actually thought the Grinch meetup took place in the Cat in the Hat building, but it's actually a different place in Islands of Adventure in the Seuss Landing.
It's very close to it. It's very close to the building.
Which is why I thought they would have something designed for the Cat in the Hat ride, but they just don't give a damn about this ride.
They don't.
So they don't. But
they also
make.
I was gonna say they also sometimes he gets onions. Whoever playing the Grinch.
Oh, really? Onion, that's hilarious.
A full onion, and commit to the bit. They take a bite out of it. Like,
I could do that with a yellow or white onion. I could do that. I like onions that much, but with a red onion, that'd be foul. You could get on with your day with a white or yellow onion. I wonder if you're a person that's ever been in the Grinch costume. Tell me how long it takes for the makeup process. What is that like? Because the costume looks good and the makeup looks great. I would love to know more about that. Leave it in the comments below. Maybe we'll even have you on the show. Actually, fuck that. We'll have you on the show for sure if you were a goddamn Grinch character. Just let me know.
Send it to your Grinch characters.
Yeah. If you were any actor in any theme park ever, hit me up. I would love to talk. Have you on the show. But also, I forgot to mention the queue. So the queue is kind of like you're just like on the outside of the house and you're going through like acrylic shrubbery. It looks terrible. It's like that hard plastic that like old McDonald's play areas used to be made of, if you know what I'm talking about. That's like the exact texture of the shit. There's also like a terrifying shot of the kids looking out their window in the queue. But they're not animatronics or nothing. They just look out the window the whole time. So weird. Yeah. They're just like staring out, but it's so weird. And this ride never has a goddamn wait time. The average wait time for this ride is 6 minutes, which I like. It's probably like just the amount of time it takes you to get into the vehicle, like walk through the attraction. Like even the average like historical time is under 10 minutes, just because like no one gets on this damn ride. But yeah, so that leads me to the bad, which is I loathe the layout of this ride. It just feels like you're going in a hallway in a serpentine pattern the entire time. I can't pick out the difference between areas I'm in, because it's just you look at the same kind of wall the whole time, and there's just various shit going on. I've talked about it before. It's cheap, poorly maintained, and then for the ugly, I have that it is the worst audio in all theme parks. I truly think it is the worst audio in all theme parks. It's the worst. The Winnie the Pooh ride, which is a similar kids concept, their audio is way better than this. I don't it's so weird to me. Just everything about the Winnie the Pooh ride, the same concept is done to the nines over there. It made me really appreciate the Winnie the Pooh ride that I got on recently. But what about you guys? What bads and what uglies do you have for this?
Me? Oh, jeez. Based on my plethora of experience watching this ride, the bad for me is also the audio. I couldn't believe there's no division between the scenes, because it just goes, like Braden said, one after the other, and these scenes it's mushed together. So that was the biggest thing that caught my attention audibly. But then the bad for visually, the cat's eyes for when he's the first time when he was balancing all that stuff in his hands and his hat, and I look in his eyes and I was like, oh, those beady little things are sunken so far back in the sockets. Pop those out a little bit forward. And then the ugly, honestly, the lighting when you're facing the Cat in the Hat in that spiral, when when it looks like he's being pulled into hell, like we keep saying, I was just like, what?
It just looks like somebody turned the lights off at points. That's what it just feels like.
Yeah,
it's so weird.
So not
Braden, what about
a
you?
fan.
Yeah, I don't really remember the audio. Period. Nothing to write home about, obviously. But I don't what I can remember is that it was kind of bad in the bleed through that you were talking about earlier. I don't know if we were recording that or not. But yeah, hearing it through the fucking ride sucks, because you're like, what is going on? I'm already disoriented. Disorientation is kind of a hard aspect of this
name
ride.
of the game.
And it's it's unintentional. It's the impact, but it's not the intention. And I think that is if the impact is negative, you're not intending it to be negative, that's pretty bad. And I'm going to say that's the ugly. The ugly part of this ride is that this was supposed to be but you're telling us that it's the staple attraction of Seuss Landing. And it is a joke.
Yeah, it's definitely the butt of every joke. I think
we're not getting invited to Seuss Landing anytime soon. The three of us are
I'll
not
go.
going to Seuss Landing.
Hey, this is my seldom promise. When we go to Universal together, we'll all get the Cat in the hat. We'll get drunk and we'll hit this ride up, and we'll just
there we go.
We'll
Perfect.
just see what happens.
Carson gets to actually feel it. He gets to be there.
Yeah. Well, you talk about the disorientation. This ride used to spin. Can you imagine that?
You saying that earlier, I cannot, could not ride that ride.
Yeah, it was fucking jerky. That's what I remember. I remember being like, ugh, it was just jerky. I think you nailed it on the head. When the idea is to not be disorientating, and the end product is as disorientating as any ride could be, it's just a big failure. I think you're right on the money there.
I disoriented, it doesn't spin. It doesn't even spin anymore, and I still got dizzy.
Yeah, and I'm not I don't want to poo-poo the people that made this ride. There's a lot of effort that goes into these things. It's just after time in the end product, you got to look at it and be like, wow, that we did not hit the mark here.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you're bad, but anyway.
I'm sure they've made many, many great rides.
Oh, I'm sure. That's how it goes, right? I love Islands of Adventure. I still love the Jurassic Park ride, even though it's like a shadow of what it used to be, because it's falling apart. But the new one, the Jurassic World ride over in LA that I went on, was amazing. Universal is capable of such great things. Keep doing the fucking Italian hand. But anyway, do you guys have anything else to say before we jump into the tickets please-o-meter, the test?
I will say, the queue time being short, these days I try not to like judge a book by its cover. It's usually a giveaway that it's short for a reason. And I was right. And I gotta say that was another thing. Walking in, I was like, this queue time's really short. We're like walking through the queue.
Like nobody's here.
No, they were like we filled the ride up, but like except for me, I was riding by myself on the bench, and I was in the front of my car too. So it's like a bunch of people who like are looking at my bald spot and just like watching me like holding my chest like this. Like I'm so scared.
I can't. Oh my god! I wish there was footage of that. I would love to watch that footage.
I want to know. I would love to talk to like one of the employees there who's been assigned to work that ride.
They were putting in a shift. When I was watching the videos today, they were putting in a shift. They were in character. They were cheery. I was like, good on you.
Okay.
None of them. I think no. For when I was there, they were not in character, bro.
They were like, get on the ride.
They were like, well, because it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of us, and is that true? Yeah, about 7 of us, and like they were like, does he want to go alone? And I was like, yeah, I'll go alone. They're like, okay. Like, that's not in character, brother.
See, that's really showing you like this was like I said when I went on it was like 14 years ago or whatever. So times change. Like I said, I don't think this is long for the world. Although they should just make it a Grinch ride. Make it a Grinch ride. That'd be so funny to me.
Yeah,
I would love to see that and get rid of the animatronics, man. I would love to like put them in the museum because they're so horrifying. But anyway. Jumping into the test, just a quick reminder of our scoring system. Each one of these tests will be a pass or fail, and there are 10 questions. Each of the 3 of us will rate individually. We will give our scores at the end and then add a conglomerate answer. And the scores are as follow. If the ride gets 1 point, it's tickets discontinued. 2 to 3, tickets trashed. 4 to 5, tickets tolerated. 6 to 7, tickets appreciated. 8 to 9, tickets treasured. And if it's a perfect 10, which this ride will not be, it is tickets pleased. We're really hitting the spectrum here, Carson. I think this is the first ride that I actively don't like. I was looking back today, and I think I liked every other ride in some degree. And our previous attraction that we did was the Haunted Mansion, which scored a perfect 10. So we'll always strive to be objective here. But without further ado, we'll go to the first test, which is, to all that come to this happy place test, can your grandma get on this ride? Can a small kid get on this ride? Are there any other limitations? Through a quick Google, they do have wheelchair accessibility. It's like a different ride system. If you have a service animal, you can actually bring it on the ride, unless it's a really small service animal. If you have a prosthetic leg, it just has to hit like the end, like where your other leg would normally sit. I don't know why. That was just in the briefing I read. So they do have some accessibility options. Now that it doesn't like fling it back and forth, like my grandma who got on nothing got on this ride. Kids get on this ride because it is like a kid's ride in Seuss Landing. Although I would say don't take your kid on this ride because it is a lot to deal with. And I don't really think there's other limitations. So for me, unfortunately, that's a pass. What about you, Braden?
Yeah, pass, because it just like I would take anybody on this ride.
Yeah,
like obviously probably couldn't take my 2-year-old on the ride, but I don't think I can take my 2-year-old on any ride. So like,
yeah,
anybody who can, anybody who's old enough to do so, like, yeah, it's fine. Pass.
What about you, Carson?
Well, even though I can't take my support fish on there with me, I'll still give it a pass. Emotional support fish.
Pass. Emotional support fish. I mean, there's plenty of that one. Tiny. That one fish shows up 9 times in the ride, and you can never hear what he's saying, but maybe he's talking directly to you.
He probably made a heck of a lot of money doing that too. Good job, Corey.
Hey.
Shout out Corey.
Hey.
Shout out Corey, dog.
All right, shout out Corey Burton. Moving on, test number 2, the shake, rattle, and roll test. What is the ride physically like? What is the top speed? If it aims to be thrilling, does it succeed? Does it cause discomfort? Does it fulfill its purpose? I think for like the sub questions on this list, it passes a couple. Like this top speed, I don't know, it's not that fast. It's just like a dark ride. Also, that's another gripe I have is that on the Universal website, they call this a motion simulator, and I'm like, what? This is not a motion simulator. This is a fucking dark ride. I don't know why they call it a motion. I'm like, it simulates motion, I guess, but that's like not what. It's just a weird way to term it. But this ride does cause discomfort for me personally, not physical discomfort, mental discomfort though, as we talked about it being very disorientating. And I do not think it fulfills its purpose as a signature attraction. So for me, that's a fail.
Yeah. This is obviously a fail. Not like, I don't know. I don't really remember the seats being the most comfortable in the world. I felt safe, but it's like a bench. And motion simulators. That's interesting. I'm trying to think of like what that classification is.
Yeah, I don't know why. Like, it does simulate
that.
motion. It's just like it doesn't do exactly what it says. You're not actually going through a house, is why I think it says that. But that's just called a pretzel dark ride. I don't know why Universal is trying to change the game.
You're actually moving. You aren't simulating motion.
No,
you are physically moving from one point to another. I don't know. Anyway, no, I think it's a fail. I don't like going back to what I said earlier. Like, it is not. Impact is not the intention, and the impact was a failure.
Yeah.
At least in terms of like, never mind. We'll get to that later. I think the impact is a failure.
Yeah. Carson, how about you?
Big fail. I was stressed out just watching the video. Like,
yeah, that's how I felt. I got annoyed. Like, for real, I got like annoyed when I was doing the research.
But I would love to. Like, it makes me want to ride it with you guys very badly, because that's going to be such a good.
We'll do it with the bells on.
You're gonna go alone. You're gonna go alone, bitch.
Good.
Gotta go alone.
We each get our. We'll go late enough where we each get our own pod.
There you go. See which one of us makes it out.
Yeah.
Moving on to test number 3. Enter the Q-Universe test. What is the average wait time? How good is the queue experience? Does the queue have interactive elements? Average wait time, very short, under 5 minutes. Does not really have any interactive elements. I think the house is cool, but you don't like interact with the house. And those kids are weird. And you're barely in the queue to begin with, because you're in there for like no time at all. But I won't answer first. Carson, what do you think?
I mean, honestly, so far, if we're talking objectively here, based on how I've been rating these in the past, I think wait time is a huge factor. Like, it carries most of the percentage of this choice, right? For me.
Yeah.
And so you're right that there's not a whole lot going on in the queue that's like engaging or like immersive or anything like that. But the wait time's only 5 or 6 minutes. So I think I am going to go ahead and give this a pass.
All right, that's a pass for Carson. What about you, Braden?
Yeah, it's a pass. I wait time.
It's a light
time.
Pass.
What?
Is it a light pass where it's like?
It's like a regular pass. It's not
objectively yes.
It's not a light pass. It's not a hard pass. It's just like that's cool. Yeah, no, it took like I said, we walked into the ride. We walked directly to our cars. Like, that's wonderful. And in a day where you've done a lot of, like, we had done a lot of stuff, in a day where you were like already like you're wrapping up, we were walking out of that park. We saw that ride. We're like, wait time's less than 5 minutes. We got 30 minutes. Let's pop on the ride and get out of here. So we did. That was fun. That aspect of it was really fun. So, pass for me.
You guys convinced me, because I think I was just thinking I do not like this queue, but I was like, is it the worst queue? And then I was thinking about a ride I love, which is the Jurassic World ride, and that queue sucks. That queue is like you're under a tent and you just like hop on the thing, and it's just like there's like nothing to look at or do. And so I was like, yeah. So I'm gonna give this one a light pass. So we'll all pass that one. And then number 4, to infinity and beyond test. Does this ride create a world beyond itself? Ooh. Could it be adapted into other media? How popular is it? Has it created a legacy? Damn.
Oh, jeez.
Is this test gonna prove that this objective test that I'm just unobjective when it comes to this ride? Because it is not popular, but it definitely has created a legacy, and it can be adopted into other media, because it has been.
It has been.
Yeah.
So I think that's a pass.
Dude. No
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Oh,
Holy
I think
shit.
it is.
Holy shit, dude.
So that's a
Yeah.
pass for all three of them. I mean, just when I was on the way I worded the test, that has to be a pass.
Dude,
Like,
this
you-
ride's
you're-
3 for 4.
You were going through the requirements of the pass, and I was like, wait.
No,
It's hitting the
this
mark.
failed. This failed number 2, Carson. The shake, rattle, and roll test. It failed.
Yeah.
That's
Because
what.
it was
Yeah,
physics-
it's 3 for 4 now,
three
right?
for four. 3 for 4. Yep. But it's gonna fail this next test, the downtime test. How has this ride adapted over time? Does it experience downtime? Is it difficult to get on? It's not difficult to get on, but it has never been updated, and it does have frequent downtime because it's just not maintained. Like
Really?
like we don't.
Damn.
They're just like we don't. They're just like we don't need this ride operating. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like because like it's just not good. Like look at
It's
the
not that
animatronics.
it's not that anything's broken. It's just like it's not getting enough
It's just
traction.
like
We're saving money by not running this thing.
Yeah. It's just like, but it has not adapted like even a little bit. It has like the only thing it had changed is it got rid of the like spinning feature, but that's like not really an adaptation of like it being improved. They like took away a feature rather than improved upon.
Yeah.
So for me, that's a fail. What about you, Braden?
Yeah. I'm sorry. Repeat the category.
The sub questions. Downtime test. Has the ride adapted over time? Does it experience frequent downtime? Is it difficult to get on?
It feels dated as soon as you get in there.
Yeah.
It feels like, I mean, and again, like I had like a prerequisite, like I was told about it before we went on, like they explained it to me a little bit, and when it was made. But like there are rides that are that old that are relevant and feel fresh.
Yeah. Haunted Mansion.
Haunted Mansion.
Made it,
Love Haunted
71.
Mansion. No, but yeah, it's not. It does not hold up. It looks
Literally,
freaky as hell in there,
yeah,
and in a way that's like everything looks a little moldy.
Yeah, it's like Five Nights vibes. That's like
Yeah.
what like we're looking at it today. Like the Wikipedia was, or the wiki page was like it's in a constant state of disrepair. That's what it said about this ride for its current state. Carson, what about you?
Well, so yeah, it's a fail. My biggest support for that, just
The
so I can
contrarian
make sure.
in him wanted to pass that. Did y'all hear that, folks?
Yeah, he was
No.
close.
No, it's because I was making sure I was gonna say the right thing here.
He was-
Because I
he
was
was
making
edging
sure I didn't say
towards it.
anything y'all didn't say yet. The one piece that I'll use for support just to make, because I agree with everything y'all said, just to make sure I say my own thing. When the Cat in the Hat first enters through the door, you can see the track. Just
Oh yeah, dude.
you can see
Dude, thing 1 and thing 2 are on sticks.
sticks
Yeah.
up their
Like,
ass. Yeah.
It's brutal.
I bet it blew their
So-
minds back in the day.
Yeah. So no,
all
that's
right,
a
so
that's an
fail for all
epic
of us.
fail. Yeah.
Test number 6, the past, present, and future test. Does this ride have staying power? Will it be around in 10 years? Will it be around in 20 years? Will the IP remain relevant? Is it likely to get replaced? Carson, go ahead.
Dude, I'm gonna be like objectively speaking, right? We're saying objective here. It's
You cannot say
lasted.
this ride has staying power. You
It's
cannot say it
I'm,
has power.
I'm not. I don't think it will for the coming future, but it has lasted since 1999 in its current state.
Yeah, but has the IP remained relevant, and is it likely to get
No.
replaced? Do you?
No. Yeah, so it's 1 for 3. It's still a fail, but it's like a moderate fail. It's not a hard fail for me, but it's just like it's been the exact same since '99.
You're not wrong. I'll give you a moderate fail. The thing that makes me think that it's gone though is that when like they're shutting down in January the Jurassic Park ride in Islands of Adventure. We talked about it before, but because they're gonna like either make it Jurassic World or they're gonna fix everything. But they still put money into that ride, right? They haven't
Right.
put money into this ride since 1999.
Right, right, exactly.
Braden, what about you?
Yeah, in terms of like the Cat in the Hat IP, that's gonna last as long as Dr.Suess is relevant. They're making a new movie
coming
for
out.
crying out loud. Yeah. The ride, I think, is in danger. I think the ride is in a detrimental state. I don't know, like, what kind of deal Dr.Suess's estate has to keep this ride going for as long as it's been going, but, like, for them to be like, it's too expensive for it to spin, let's just take it away. Like, that's crazy. I mean, maybe that was, like, an accessibility feature to make it not dizzy, but, like, dizzying, but, like, still, I'm like, all you did was take something away. I don't know. I think it's a fail.
Yep. I agree with you. That's a fail across the board. I'm keeping track of it, guys, as well, so you guys don't have to. And then we have the Mel Brooks test, merchandising in quotation marks. Would you buy merchandise from this ride? If yes, what would it be? Does it translate well into sales? Unfortunately, for this one, I'm going to give it a pass because when I was in Universal, even in the other park that doesn't have Seuss, Thing 1 and Thing 2 shirts were everywhere. And I always see, when I was there back in the day, people had a bunch of Thing 1, Thing 2 shit, and like it's like the whole family has it, right? It's like Thing 1, Thing 2, Thing 3, Thing 4. And the Cat in the Hat. Like, would I buy it for myself, like, to enjoy? No. But if all three of us are going to go on this ride, I'm going to buy the hat. Like, so that's a light pass for me. Braden, what about you?
Hey, careful with y'all's ears really quick. Fuck no. No, I'm not buying anything from this ride. No, hell no, dude. If I wasn't going to buy a ride from the iconic, fucking
Twilight
Tower of Terror, I'm not buying anything from this ride, dog. I don't care. I already got the book for my kid, like, and she doesn't care about it, so... No, that is subjective, and I'm not. That's subjective. I'm not going to be able to help that. That's a fail.
Hey, the honesty. Well, I appreciate it. Carson, hit it.
I'm also going to give it a light pass because I can see myself purchase, like, for the memory of it after the three of us ride together.
The hat.
I would do if they had some sort of, like, I don't think they would, but if they had some sort of vintage, like, Cat in the Hat shirt that looked a bit more distressed to make it look like more old
ride.
And vintaged. Yeah, to make it look like the ride and feel like the ride, I would do something like that.
All right. That's 2 passes and 1 fail. Test number 8, Top Gunning for more tests. Does the ride offer enough to justify multiple rides? Are people excited after riding? Is excitement noticeable in line? Interesting test. Braden, hit me. I want your take first.
All right. So listen here. The ride is objective. Yeah, get in close. Both of you getting close. The ride is not very good. Okay. The ride is not very good. I'm going to ride it again.
You're like, I'm doing it again.
I'm gonna do it again, because it's like the boss for me, kind of like ride the boss over and over again until you get sick.
But would you do it in the same day?
I don't know. I might. I'm crazy like that.
That's fair.
No, no. Probably not. I will ride it again. I don't usually ride rides more than once unless it's like super fun. Like I rode when we were in Hollywood Studios, I rode the Millennium Falcon ride twice because that was fucking cool as hell. But that was like the only ride that I rode twice the entire time I was in Orlando. Well, what were the other questions? Sub-questions?
Are people excited after riding? Is excitement noticeable in line?
Excitement is very lacking in line. Even from the employees. They don't fucking care. They're getting a paycheck and they're getting the hell out. I think the excitement was coming from me because of the hype of how funny it was going to be.
Yeah, there's definitely that. In a twisted way, I see where you're going with that. And I'm excited to get off the ride. I'm very excited to get off the damn thing.
It's not, you don't feel great when you're done though, because it is kind of like awesome. Like, that was cool. I'm like, I don't know. I can only imagine how it feels to watch somebody that you know has not ridden it before.
That would be hilarious.
Like for them, it was great. For me, I was like, I hope you're having a great time because this was bad.
It's because we keep talking about that it's moldy. But when I was at Horror Nights, they like pump smells into the haunted houses, and one of the smells is like it smells kind of like formaldehyde and kind of like just like bad. That's what this ride smells like to me in my head. It doesn't actually smell like that, but that's like what it gives me the vibe of. It sounds like a light pass for you, Braden.
Light pass. Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Carson, what about you?
Oh man. Let's see. Objectively speaking, probably a light pass, because I would want to do the same thing Braden's doing, where you would ride it. I mean, at some point that will happen. Objectively will happen, and when we can all go together. Because I'll have my first time riding, and then I would love to try to do it. I know I said one and done earlier. Truthfully, I would love to see another first timer's reaction on it and go just for that. So,
light pass.
Why am I giving it this many passes? Yeah, it's a light pass.
We're being objective. We're trying to be objective. Good journalism. I'm going to give that a fail, though. Because I can't imagine taking my wife on this ride. She would just be very mad at me. Like she doesn't even like. Sometimes she doesn't even like good rides. Let alone like whatever this is. So I'm gonna. It's gonna be a fail for me because people are not excited in line, and I'm definitely not out of line. The only joy is like being like, well, didn't that suck ass? Wasn't that terrible?
Yeah,
that's the enjoyment. But I accept it.
It's the room of rides.
Oh,
it's the room of rides.
Dude, this next test is killing me. A ghost will follow you home test. Does this ride linger in your thoughts days later? Would you recommend it to others?
Yes.
I wouldn't recommend it, but I would tell them they had to get on it. That's a recommendation. You know what I mean? I'd be like, that ride sucks ass. Get on it.
Yep. Objectively, I recommend this ride.
Yeah. And it does linger in my thoughts because I don't like it so much.
It passes for me.
It passes for me too.
That's a pass. That's a 3.
Oh no!
Oh boy, it's going to be a much higher score. That's why we have these tests, though, so we can talk about what we don't like, and then we can run it through its paces. Test number 10: tickets, please. Priority test. Is this experience worth planning your day around? Would you wait twice the average time to ride? If you don't ride the day, will your day have been worse? For me, that's a fail. Like, your day will be better if you don't get on this ride. It is funny to get on this ride, though.
Yeah.
Carson, what about you?
Yeah.
That's an epic fail, dude. That's 4 minutes you could put in another queue line.
It is funny, though. Yeah, even the average wait time, if you wait double, is 10 minutes, but I still would be like, I'll wait. I'll do something else for 10 minutes. What about you, Braden?
Yeah, huge fail. I would not have gotten on that ride. If I were to choose, I would not have gotten on that ride if I had to wait in line at all.
That's fair. I'm right there with you.
And I will continue that if I ever go on it again. So,
all right. Let me tally up our scores here, gents.
Sailing. Dude, I'm kind of low-key really excited for the art style of the new film. The new Cat in the Hat movie coming out.
Yeah, I think it could be good.
Is it not Sony making it? Or is it Illumination?
Yeah, I think it's the same. Oh, it might be Illumination. They make everything.
Is it animated?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know anything about this. This is the first time I'm hearing about the new Cat in the Hat film.
You should look up the trailer. It's pretty. It's honestly it
actually looks pretty good.
Yeah, the animation style looks really nice.
Cool.
It looks interesting. It looks kind of. Some moments look a little cell shaded, which is cool.
What's cell shaded?
Kind of like so if you're thinking the one that pops in my brain is like Legend of Zelda, like Wind Waker. That's technically cell shading, so it's like instead of like you're having like you're not really there's no depth, if like realistic depth. It's like it's like full colors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like Borderlands. You ever watch Borderlands?
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, gents, I have our score. Coming in with the highest score is Michel Gray with a 6 out of 10, and me and Braden both come in at a 5 out of 10.
Yeah, fuck that shit, bro.
Crap.
which edges it slightly into tickets tolerated with a 5.33 out of 10 collectively.
That's the average.
Yeah, that's the average.
Damn.
Which feels not terrible to me. I think this is right. I think it is very funny. we made a whole episode about it. It's not worth talking about. If I got my double negatives right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's very funny. I had a good time making the episode. So in that sense, we appreciate all rides here. But that will do it for me. There was this episode. Braden, thank you for coming back. Braden will be off for a while because he's doing shows. Because he's a talented boy. But he'll be back down the line.
The thespian himself.
I got two raging thespians on this podcast with me. I'm sure you guys have never heard that joke
never
in your life, not once.
Never.
But Braden, where can people find you? Give yourself a shout out if you want. Tell people anything you want.
Yeah. So you can catch me on Instagram at Braden L. Tanner. I will also be in Theater Under the Stars White Christmas at the Hobby Center in Houston. If you guys are in the Houston area and want to get tickets, I'll be there. So, and thank you guys so much for having me on the show.
Yeah, anytime. Try to get you at least once a month going forward. Carson, anything for the people?
Thank you very much for any and all support y'all are giving. We're loving our time here, and thank you for just appreciating it with us. We love talking about these theme park rides. We love talking about our experiences with them and rating them for you. Feel free to keep on engaging with us in the comments or sharing as you want to with other people. We appreciate all the effort there as well. Braden, as always, we love having you around, man. Thank you very much. Looking forward to the next time and wishing you the best of luck and hope you break a leg in your upcoming shows, man. I'm really happy for you.
Thanks, man.
He's good, folks. He's really freaking
wish I could
good.
come see it.
You need to go see him. If you're in the Houston area, please go see him. I'm not saying that just because he's my friend. Objectively an excellent artist. Go check out his work, please.
If they do a filming of the performance, I would love to watch that.
So I'll share the link.
Yeah, absolutely. I would love to watch that. Me and my wife love that. Also, I forgot to mention we're almost up to 250 subscribers. So please keep sharing and subscribing. We're doing very good. We're growing very steadily. So, just keep engaging with us. But, that will do it for Tickets Please. Go check out Braden and stay connected with us here. And we'll talk to you guys soon.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. Take care.